Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Aquarius, today we're going to go over your overall energy as well as your person's overall energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions, okay, you guys plan on taking each other's direction and or moving forward. So with all that being said, Aquarius, let's get started. So far, we do have the Nine of Pentacles to the King of Cups, and then we also have the Four of Pentacles out here for you. Okay. All right. This to me kind of feels like the Two of Wands, Aquarius. Right now, I kind of feel like you're caught between a rock and a hard place, my friend. Because there's somebody here that I see you developing a lot of emotions for. Okay. And there's a big part of you that wants to go off and pursue a relationship with this person. However, it just kind of looks like you're just not ready just yet, you know, to kiss your singlehood goodbye is basically what I'm getting. It's basically what I'm getting. I feel like when it comes down to your singlehood and you not being ready to like kiss it goodbye, I feel like it has a lot to do with the fact that when you were single and alone, life was good, life was great, it was peaceful, you know what I mean? You knew what to anticipate / expect being single and alone and just solely focusing on yourself. But when it comes down to this person that you find yourself developing all these emotions for, you know, this is somebody that you can see yourself being in a relationship with. Keep in mind the King of Cups is not the King of Cups. Yeah, the King of Cups. What am I talking about? The King of Cups is attached to the Ten of Cups, which speaks of a loving and healthy relationship between two people. So these are things that you can see yourself having with this person. These are things that you also want to have, you know, with them. The thing is that you just don't really know what to anticipate and or expect if you even allow yourself to go there. You know, will this play out in your favor? Will this blow up in your face? You know, so I feel like it has a lot to do with you not being ready to kiss your singlehood goodbye, but it also has a lot to do with like the level of the unknown. Not really knowing what to anticipate and or expect if you do kiss your singlehood goodbye and decide to go off and pursue a relationship with this person. Will it work out in your favor or will it blow up in your face? Okay. So now that we know what's holding you back, let's look at this human. How does this person currently view this relationship? For some of you, this could definitely represent a fairly new relationship. I am definitely getting that for some of you out there, that this could definitely represent like a fairly new relationship. If this is not a fairly new relationship, Aquarius, and you've been talking to this person / dating this person for quite some time now, the relationship in itself still feels like new to them, if that makes any sense. It still feels new to them. It still feels fresh to them. But I feel like this person feels a very strong, intense soul type connection to you. This person does come off to me as somebody who really, really does like you and would like to pursue a relationship with you. Now, this person could have already communicated that to you, Aquarius, already, that they really do like you and that they would love to pursue a relationship with you, or they might find themselves doing that very, very soon. But this person does come off to me as somebody who's like very open and honest and transparent with you when it comes down to how they feel about you and what they want with you. So they could have already communicated all of this to you, or they're going to be communicating all of this to you very, very soon. Let's jump back over to you, my friend. How does Aquarius feel? Ooh, okay. Okay, true pair situation. We do have the King and the Queen of Cups out here with the Hierophant to the King of Wands. Now, in regards to how you're currently feeling about this relationship, you yourself also feel a very strong and intense soul-type connection to this person as well. With the King of Wands coming out here, you know, it is an energy of you, yes, wanting to go off and pursue, you know, a relationship with this person, because I am getting that, and I've been getting that for you, that you do want to go off and pursue a relationship, you know, with this person. But like I said, it kind of looks like there's two things in particular that are holding you back. It has a lot to do with you not being ready to kiss your singlehood goodbye. It also has a lot to do with the whole, but what if I do go off and pursue a relationship with this person? Will it work out in my favor or will it blow up in my face? So even though the desire to go off and pursue a relationship with this particular person is here. You're still kind of holding yourself back from doing so. You see what I mean? But the desire is definitely there to go off and pursue a relationship with this person. I just kind of feel like you're kind of standing in your own way right now, from the looks of it. How does... And I feel like what really, really causes you to want to go off and pursue a relationship with this person is because this person has everything that you want within a person. Like, they have everything that you want within a person. So this is, you know, one of the reasons I would say why you really, really want to go off and pursue a relationship with this person, but you're still kind of standing in your own way currently at the moment from the looks of it. How does this person currently feel? How does this person currently feel? Wow. Very nice. Okay, so we do have the 6 of Pentacles. We do have the 10 of Pentacles, as well as the 7 of Wands. Okay. 2 different things here. For those of you who have been dealing with this person for quite some time now, yeah, for those of you who have been dealing with this person for quite some time now, I just kind of feel like this person just wants to know, like, what are y'all doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Here's the thing, Aquarius. This person really does like you, and they really see a lot of potential between the two of you, and they would love nothing more for the two of you to go off and pursue a relationship with one another and establish this amazing life with one another, because that's what this person truly wants, you know? But here's the thing. They don't want to continue to invest more time and energy towards this, and in the end, you know, it doesn't manifest into absolutely anything. You know what I mean? Like, their whole MO is they just don't know if you're ever going to be ready. You see what I mean? They don't know if you're ever going to be ready. And if y'all been dealing with one another for quite some time now and you're still not ready, like, you would understand why this person is a little bit worried and concerned that you may never be ready. And here they are investing all of their time and energy towards you. You know what I mean? And then in the end, it not really play out in their favor or work out the way that they essentially want it to. At the end of the day, they just kind of want to know, like, okay, what are we doing? Like, where is this going? Like, are we gonna like honestly come together and build towards a life with one another, or are we not? You know, because they just don't want to invest all this time and energy towards you, and in the end, you decide to just hold on to your singlehood and decide to not let it go. You see what I mean? I'm sure you can understand, right, where this person's coming from. But if this is a fairly new relationship, I do feel like this person is definitely going to be pushing for more out of you in this dynamic that they share with you. However, I do see them having to deal with you not being entirely ready just yet. And I do feel like this person's going to utilize a lot of patience with you. I do feel like this person's going to try their hardest to be as understanding as they possibly can. But there's going to come a point in time, you know, where this conversation will definitely come up again. You know, what are we doing? Where is this going? Are we going to come together and honestly build towards a life with one another? Or are we not? Because I just don't want to waste my time and things like that. So when this person does turn around and tries to push for more out of you in this dynamic that they share with you, you know, you might tell them that you're not ready just yet, but that you really, really do want to be with them, but you're just not ready right now. They're going to utilize a lot of patience with you, but this conversation will come up again. Okay, what are we doing, Aquarius? Where is this going? Are we going to come together and build towards a life with one another? Are we not? Like, what are we doing? You know, they just don't want, you know what I mean? Like, they just don't want to, like, invest all this time and energy towards somebody who in the end turns around and tells them, oh, I'm not ready for anything. You know, they just don't want to go through that, you know? Okay, back to you. What actions? Got the 7 of Wands, we got the 5 of Pentacles, and then we also have the 10 of Swords out here. Yeah, it's like you find yourself caught between a rock and a hard place. It's like, at the end of the day, you don't want to lose them, You know, with the Seven of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, at the end of the day, it kind of looks like, no, you don't want to lose this person. You don't want this person to walk out of your life. But at the same exact time, it's like, it just kind of looks like you're just still not ready. You're just still not ready. You're just still not ready. Now, keep in mind, okay, obviously only you would know when it comes down to like your worries and concerns in reference to this particular person, because there's a lot of Aquarians out there and everybody's going to be worried and concerned about something different, okay? But specifically you, Aquarius, whatever it is that you're worried and concerned about that has you on the fence about taking things a step further with this person is concerned, I want to say something because you do have this card that came out here for you. And for those of you who don't know this, I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot deck, by the way, for those of you who are curious. But in this deck, there's two Ten of Swords. There's one Ten of Swords that literally says the Ten of Swords. And then there's this Ten of Swords that says everything is fine. Now, keep in mind, when it comes down to swords in tarot, the swords in tarot represent our thoughts, right? So when it comes down to like your worries and concerns and how you think this is going to blow up in your face between you and this person. Well, when this card comes out, that's basically Spirit's way of telling you when it comes down to your worries and your concerns, although you may think you have everything to worry about when it comes down to this particular person, although you may think that this is going to blow up in your face in a particular way, this is Spirit's way of telling you you don't actually have anything to worry about like you think you do. And things are not going to unfold the way that you think it's going to essentially unfold, because there's something about you essentially thinking that in some way, shape, or form, if you were to go off and pursue them in a relationship with them, then all of this is just going to blow up in your face in some way, shape, or form, when it's not. So this is Spirit's way of kind of like reassuring you in a way that if you were to allow yourself to go there with this person, you don't actually have anything to worry about like you think you do, because there's something in particular that you're worried about essentially happening here. And everybody's situation is going to be different. Everybody's going to be worried about something different, but this is like your sign from Spirit, you know, basically telling you that you don't have anything to worry about when it comes down to your specific worries and your specific concerns. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. It's just an energy of you not wanting this person to walk out of your life, but you also not being ready for whatever the heck they're ready for. You know, a lot of you feel like this person might just walk out of your life if you don't step up to the plate, you know what I mean, and turn around and give them what they want, which is basically a relationship. So that's why I'm saying it's like you find yourself caught between a rock and a hard place. It's like you don't want to freaking lose them. You don't want them to walk out of your life, but you kind of know in order to keep them around, it requires you to take that leap of faith. It requires you to just turn around and give them what they want, you know what I mean? Which is basically what you want with them. But it kind of looks like something's stopping you from doing so. And whatever that something is that's stopping you from doing so, again, Spirit's way of telling you you don't have anything to worry about. All right, what actions? Tune, 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 tune. Okay, sorry, I make random noises randomly sometimes. I don't know. There's something wrong with me. I don't know. Anyways, we have the Nine of Cups. We also have the Eight of Wands. And then we also have the Six of Cups. Well, all this time and energy that they're investing towards you in their relationship with you, I don't feel like it is going to be all for nothing in the end, which is basically what they're honestly worried about. They're worried about investing all this time and energy towards you, and then in the end, you guys not end up together. You know what I mean? I don't see that happening here. So that's kind of telling me that this fear that you have that's preventing you from going there with this person, or whatever, you know, your reason may be, that is essentially stopping you from fully going there with this person, is not going to continue to stop you anymore. And here's why I say all this. With the Nine of Cups coming out here, the Nine of Cups speaks of wish fulfillment, right? Emotional satisfaction as well. But I'm specifically getting wish fulfillment here. I feel like this person is going to get the outcome that they want within this dynamic that they basically share with you. So it kind of looks like what they want is a relationship to come out of this entire situation. And I do see them getting just that. I do see them getting just that. So that's kind of telling me that at some point you're going to stop the whole, but what if this blows up in my face? And what if this doesn't work out in my favor? And what if this happens? And what if that happens? You're not going to allow that to continue to stop you. anymore is basically what I'm getting. So when it comes down to their worries and concerns, because remember, 2 Ten of Swords in this deck, we have the Ten of Swords that says the Ten of Swords, and then we also have the Ten of Swords that says everything is fine, which you guys both got. So when it comes down to their worries and their concerns about this relationship not reaching higher levels of commitment is concerned, they don't have anything to worry about when it comes down to that, because it will reach higher levels of commitment. When it comes down to your worries and your concerns about this person, although you may think you have everything to worry about, this is Spirit's way of telling you don't even have anything to worry about. So don't worry about it. Just allow yourself to go there, because you're good. You don't have anything to worry about. Everything is going to essentially work out between you and this person. Things are not going to play out the way that you think it's going to play out, okay? So just, keep that in mind, all right? So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.